I am a firm believer that eating animal-based foods high in animal fats has kept me away from surgery despite a debilitating injury. A little background on me: I am 34 years old, a paramedic in a busy 911 system where I've worked full-time for the last 4 years now. I sustained a work-related spinal injury in August of 2017 with a bulged disc at L4, L5 and a herniated disc at L5, S1 with the nerve impingement and initially with debilitating pain. I also had to be taken off the ambulance. I was able to make a quick recovery and I was back running 911 calls in just a month after being diagnosed with this injury. I could say that I would not have been able to accomplish this without adopting a keto way of eating and later to become a carnivore. And notice that I did not refer to this diet as a diet I went on because the main purpose for putting myself into ketosis was to heal and reduce inflammation. I found this through research. I've witnessed countless people cure their depression, hypertension, diabetes, significantly reduce their seizures. I just knew this is something I had to try. Not only did I heal, but I also ended up losing 60 pounds in less than a year. I had constant energy, swimming every day, no longer feel foggy-headed or sluggish after meals, and quite the opposite, actually. Food now energizes me, and this has totally, completely changed my relationship with food and the way I see it. I can attest that food, and in particular, meat, truly does heal, as I also cured my hypertension. I consistently had a blood pressure of higher than 160 over 90, and ever since going keto and now carnivore, my readings are more like 110 over 70s, and that's checked usually after my morning espresso, triple shot with coconut oil or grass-fed butter. It really depends on my mood. In July of 2018, I made another mistake. I went back to bad habits in terms of food. I was eating excess carbs. I was feeling like I could indulge more. As a result, I was not in good shape, as good of shape. I wasn't able to sleep all that well. I had a busy week in July at work and ended up re-injuring my back while I was lifting a patient that was 400 pounds. Thanks to people like Dr. Ken Berry, Dr. Sean Baker, with their advice, I knew exactly what I needed to do, and I bounced back to work within a month again. I went back down to my healthy weight. I felt great, besides my back pain still occasionally coming back during heavy lifts at work, but nothing that couldn't be managed with occasional ibuprofen, some heat. Once again, in April 2019, I went off work after a busy week. Was on and off work for that week, and then got to a point where I just couldn't even get out of bed. MRI revealed a lumbar disc herniation that was bigger than before, also with nerve impingement. Coincidentally, leading up to this point, I had fallen off the carnivore weight of eating. 1 month prior to this, I was eating things like pizza, Chinese food, and fast food regularly. It was at this point I knew the devastating effects that eating poorly can not only contribute to diseases, but also make you more prone to injury. Little side note, our company, which will not be named, even promotes this way of eating. Gatorades full of sugar. Sometimes it's all that is available to us in hot summer months. Don't get me wrong, I love my job. I love helping people. I love working as a paramedic. But it's just something that comes along with the territory. We get so busy sometimes we don't even get a chance to grab water on the way out of the hospital as we're getting paged for another 911 call, as we're cleaning up or handing off care from the last patient. Every Wednesday they provide us with food, which includes muffins and Hot Pockets and chocolate milk. And all while we preach to our patients as medical providers that they should be living healthier lifestyles. I had a spinal injection in May 2019, a couple weeks after getting off work. And I was hoping that I could return to work faster with this steroid. And honestly, that's one of my biggest regrets. Not only did I not return to work, but my pain became worse than before, even despite eating animal-based diet. I then realized the poisoning effects of the steroid they injected into my back. The night I had my injection, I had an episode of bloody diarrhea. Had a migraine for 2 days, broke out in a rash that I still have to this day in August 2019. Worst of all, my pain ended up becoming worse. So not only is this steroid not FDA approved, but the current medical literature found on PubMed warns of the effects it has on decreased bone density, depleting minerals, including calcium. It slows down your metabolism and it makes you restless and unable to rest at night, all of which I was experiencing. Luckily, enough time has gone by now. I feel like it's now left my system. Most of it has left my system, as they don't even fully know the effects of the steroid, so you can't say for sure. But on a positive note, with the help of an osteopathic physician, who, by the way, supports this way of eating, and who is my primary treating physician, in which I'm also eating a 90% animal foods. I'm focusing on high fat for energy. And besides my back pain, which is now reversing, I'm feeling great. I'm on my way to recovery, slowly but surely. And I know had I not been proactive and found this way of eating today, I'd be healing from surgery instead of on the road to recovery.